Did you hear it? Did you hear that? I keep explaining, dude, that all that matters, dude. And I work with it, boom. But you gotta know how to press too. You gotta know how to where to press, how to press, which one to press, turn, which way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching. There's a playlist, dude. I'm telling you, release your whole body. Please give questions and comments so I can have more details on what to teach. But I'm telling you, dude, you can do it. Every fiber, every strand, every place, every crack, nook, cranny, dude. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it all night long. Listen here, bro. So, like, right down to the nitty gritty. Right here, dude. Right here. And about right there. I spoke on this. I recorded it all on this, on my tablet, on the voice recorder, just in case. But I kind of remember most of it. But you know what I'm saying. So what I see is, it's not the VO5 and the live, jive turkey, high five. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the VO5. It's not the it's not the dove. It's not any of the things that people thought previously that makes you bald. But here's a concept. You are one of many things. But as far as this 3D goes, I mean both spiritually but you are one of many things. And one main thing that you certainly are is a big old bubbling, hot boiling, walking blood cell. Kind of like you want to say with streams or whatever you want to use as an analogy for it, or things like that. But that's what you are. And so, like I said again, and I keep saying it, I got playlists. Oh, I got one. Yeah. So, what I mean is that, let's say that there's a stream, or many streams, and there's some beavers, because it's natural. These are natural dams. These are not man-made dams. Now, if you go and get, some man-made dams, meaning like you taking pills, hard street drug, plastic surgery, hip replacements, or things, just certain surgeries, things like that. Because this mental surgery, I got videos, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. Mental surgery, to where you don't need a doctor. You don't need to go on a knife. You don't need anybody to pierce this beautiful temple, if you will. Right? I don't condone it. I don't like it. Now, if you need to go on a knife, if it's just necessary to do, I'm all about it. I'm all about the medical field. If it's something necessary for your life. If you just got a headache and that shit's you about to keel over, go get some horse tranquilizer or something. If you know what I'm saying, you got some bowel movement problems and it's about to take over you, go get the anime pack and Rasengan that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. That makes sense. Things like that. You broke your leg. Broke your goddamn leg. That makes sense. Go get that shit sutured up. So give somebody to fucking reattach that motherfucker or whatever like that. But outside of that, and if it's not life threatening in any way and things like that, like you ain't got cancer, you just got crabs. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that thing. I'm still going to the doctor for that shit too. Still go for that. Still go for that. That's nasty. But you know what I'm saying? You get what I mean. You get it. So what I'm getting at is there's a place for everything, and that makes sense. I spoke about this. But what I'm getting at is that there's a man-made, a nature-made version of, right, these streams, just like the streams of consciousness, streams in your body, of blood flow. You flowing. Let's make it clear. You flowing. And somewhere along the lines, these natural man-made, I keep saying that shit, these natural dams are made, right? To where, like I've said before, if you sleep wrong, say, you don't realize that you lean like this one way too long. But you don't ever go on the other side and even it out. You only sleep in patterns that you don't break any cycles. You don't notice the awareness of where your body really is. Like I see a dude, I even took a screenshot of him flexing, and you don't even realize that his chest, that little line, you see that little line right there? It's like here, and his belly button is here. And I don't even know if he notices it. You can tell that his shoulder's too far out this way, this one's too deep in. You look and see. I want people to realize at some point, I've seen this shit damn near my whole life, but really start to hone in. Because I've been into this, doing this shit since I was a little kid, dude. Just by myself with cans in the kitchen. I remember this shit. Cans in the kitchen, bro. Doing shit, learning, looking, Beachbody. Who's this? What is the dude name? Dude, it was not Holly Hunt, some shit like that, dude. He was one of the beach dudes, Beachbody. You know what I'm saying? The fucking actual name brand thing. I remember this. Fazizio or name. I don't remember his name. It wasn't even close. But yeah, I'm saying, I remember in the kitchen with fucking dude, anything. Give me some. I can't be fat no more, dude. I can't. I don't want to be fat no more. I don't want to do it. I want to look good. I want girls to like me too. I want to go outside and be like my brother. I want to emulate that motherfucker like crazy. He's 12 years old, got abs, girls, all the shit, everything like that. I want to be that too. I like it too. I think it's cool. I'm nothing like that, but I want it. I think it's cool. You know what I mean? I want to work out too. I want to get in shape too. I want to feel good about my body too. I want to, run and not have my cheeks fucking flap in the wind and shit too as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I want to look good too and feel good. And so, those days, dude, I just couldn't help but see these things about myself, why I move like that. I remember seeing, like I would, lean back a little bit, and, I would, do like this, and I would see that, this side would cave in my stomach, and this side would kind of, bulge and wouldn't really do much. And I noticed that little, why is this divot, and why does this look like this? Why does this do this, and why does it look like that? Why this don't really move like that? I question, it's just like with the whole last one I made, the 30-year-old or something like that. People aren't even taking notice of their bodies well enough. Like I said, with your feet, doing your feet like this and shit like that, and really trying to get the strength back and finding that. Here's something I learned, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know because I thought trying to get all the strength in your toes, actually you want to try to find all the strength in the balls of your feet. In the heels of your feet and the inside and things like that. You want to be able to move that inside. There's a muscle in there, and there's muscles right here in this part, right? There's muscles, and we only move these muscles. Think about that. You got all this foot really, of course, but you got all this hand right here, and you only do this. But look at the difference between me moving this, right? This was made to me. I'm like, oh shit, and I started to only work with the balls of my toes instead of so much of just my toes. Look at this though. Look how much movement you get out of just trying to figure out how to move instead of just this. Even if I do with just look at, but this, where's doing that with my toes, trying to figure out how I can get tension here or loosen here because you know they got that one band in your toe. I mean your foot, right? That big ass band right here. Trying to find where that is because I noticed that that band has a lot to do with my back pain. Like right up in here, my heel, my foot has a lot to do with my back pain. When I can figure out how to do that and specifically go for this one and pull it, find that one strand, just like right now with my hand, I pull like this, knowing that I'm putting tension under this muscle, not this, 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 this muscle right here, and I find that one strand and I put tension on it and I pull. You can hear you heard the crack in my wrist, maybe, hopefully, but this is real time that I am literally. And I go through all of it. This is a lifelong journey. I will be doing this until they put me under. Or cremate. Or whatever they do with me. I'd rather be cremated. Or put in a tree. That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a tree. Or something. Or I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, man. It's a lifelong study for me to do this. Like I said, going inside my mind and knowing that I can literally put myself in places in my body. Move that thing without having to move it. It's a lot to explain, dude, but like I said, it's just one of those things. Like, you ever seen like the light shows they put in someone's body to where it kind of like, you see it zipping through and then going and like, you know what I'm saying, like that, and you just see everything moving at once, or you see like those like psychedelics, you know, that somebody takes shrooms and you see everything's moving and doing it on its own and stuff like that. I imagine, because if you realize they say it's not really about being smart, intelligent, all this other stuff, like I said, there's a bunch of other, and I broke that down, not really all that special, but imagination, taking yourself out of 1 + 1 is 1. I ran across the street. Concrete building is concrete building. Life is life. There's imaginations of all facets that you could have to come up with how to fix this thing. It's telekinesis. I'm using my imagination to move this thing through. Like, I'll think of something like right here, right? And then I'll think of something like this, expanding. Expanding. So I imagine what that looks like to have a cone. Ugh, somebody stab me or something. Ugh. And then they take a little turn, and then it slowly goes. I wouldn't teach shit, dude, if it's not legit. I do my best in every. If I don't know, you won't know. For me, at least. But if I'm too damn confident about something, you will hear about it. There's a good chance, unless it's too much or something, and then that's a whole other. There's layers. But sticking to this, right? So I'm getting to the streams. I'm trying to get to the point of me seeing these blockades, opening them up, finding the movement through breath. I've been through all this. I've said this. Through the breath, through mental massage and mental surgery, through hollow body breathing, through body bending, through telekinesis, through you could do hatha yoga. I haven't even learned that yet, but I was told that that's something I need to do, but that's what made me not want to learn it, so I could see, and now I'm going to go back and learn it. Or nauli, or you use all of these things. It's more and more and more and more and more, but you use all of these things to find these avenues within this awareness within yourself. Real awareness. I'm not playing around. Like, you really have to like go within to get all this out. Like, you really have to do it. Like, I'm telling you, I did that to now. I'm telling you now, I had to go in to come out with something. So it's not me just going, oh man, I saw the stuff. I was just looking around and fucking, and you know, one day oh fuck, dude, oh my god, I can align my body? No. You know what I mean? Like I said, the one, I started off with my shoulder, and then I I went to massage and figure out how to roll and do all the stuff that I've seen, but have a reason to do it. Not just go, but like inside find a reason to like, and to where I get to the point to where, you know, and I'll speak on it in another video, and this is me bringing all this up to prepare for these types of videos that I'm talking about, that I'm gonna, but to be able to break down the spiritual parts of yoga, the spiritual parts of all of these facets, not just go sit in a corner and do some fucking breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's for you can go teach somebody how to do this shit. You can go teach a yoga teacher how they could do what they do, or better, or ask them, put some input, or you know, y'all can have a conversation without you even having learned anything about it. Type stuff. Like I said, my imagination is very powerful. Yours is too. And when you neglect it and think that it's stupid, like a person daydreaming, that shit hurts, bro. Because it's like, how you gonna call me? Whatever, man. But suppose one of the smartest dudes that ever lived said that your imagination is like top tier, like one of the most important things you can use and have. Right? So going through the whole, like I said, it's not your shampoo. It's not the products. It's not, because I'm speaking on, I'm getting there, but I'm speaking on balding. All of this really saying, I'm speaking on balding and stuff like that. And when it comes to, like I said, so you're a big old walking boiling blood cell, right? And you are flow. And at times through life and other things, whether natural or not, you stop that flow. There's a lot of stoppages. There's a lot of dams. Trust me, I know. And if you don't want to go through it, whatever. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? If you choose to go through this, it is the most freeing thing, because you really truly go through all of these trials and tribulations and crucibles and all this stuff. And it's a lot. And it sucks. And it's hard. And it takes a long time. It's not easy. Blah, 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 blah. But so damn worth it in the end, because it's not just, hey, what was that one thing? Or how did they... I can't remember that thing. Like, no, I don't need to know a position or a thing. I don't need to know how to... I need to know, I feel this one thing in my body, and this is what I need to fix. And I'm going to work on it. So, okay, this thing, I need to massage it. That's not working. I do this way not working. I need to think about it. Maybe if I pull, push, think about it. Okay, well, maybe it's not... Maybe I need to literally look, find, because your muscles are in there too. Look at it. Pinpoint it. Work on this part of my shoulder. Imagine whatever I want to imagine it's doing. Where I can go, is it riding a bike? Is it doing is it this? Is it spinning? Is it blah blah blah? Is it whatever, right? And then I do whatever I need to do, and it will do it. So when it comes to, like I said, the top, I'm gonna try to keep this short so it's not too crazy, because I swear. But when it comes to like the top, right? Finding that pull, knowing how to imagine yourself literally pushing things further past than what you think you can do in your head, or anything, to where you're like, you know that you're pushing and pulling and like I said, the nauli and the suction, and you're using that in your head, all up in here as well. But you have to also sometimes, like I said, if I can't do it, and find a way to suction to make this pop and move and feel better, or whatever the case, to release something, then I'll imagine myself moving. Like, it'll do it if I can just think. If I need to move it, however I need to move it, it'll do it. I noticed that while I'm doing all this stuff and finding the awareness in my body, which is the whole thing of me making this, is that a lot of the tension, problems, and dead area, I feel like there's the most tension, where the most stress comes from. So ladies, some men, but ladies, if you feel like, right, well, oh my God, my hair's thinning, oh my God, I can't figure out, it's because of the amount of tension and stress that you're under. You know how much stress you're under, and you're not doing anything about it. There's no massage. Like I said, there's no hair pulling. There's nothing happening to where you're getting that circulation in those areas. And this is the point of the most contention, it seems. And it has nothing to do with hair products or anything like that. It has to do with your lifestyle, how you sleep, how you lay, how you choose to lean, how you breathe, where you choose to breathe, realizing there's more ways to breathe and more places to breathe in than you've previously believed. There's a lot to it that and that's why I haven't made that one video. Like I did one where I'm explaining it, but there's just more, and it's a lot to get out. It's a lot, but that is it. And not realizing that, you know what I'm saying, the amount of attention that you put throughout your entire body. I don't want to touch my hair too much because I just hair, but you know what I'm saying, out your entire body. Especially at the top, it gets neglected. Like I spoke about with not the snowflakes, but the snowflakes too. There was an experiment with that as well, about how it kind of like took different transformation of forms after being told something so many times. Like, but there was, like I said, with the dude with the rice, one was neglected, one was told very bad things, and one was told very good things. This is just a sliver of what I mean when it comes to the neglect, right? Thinking about neglect, and you wonder why you have bald spots and things like that. Or your hair doesn't grow that much, or whatever the case may be. Or you cook it with chemicals. But he had the rice where it was every morning he would get up and he was, you know, hey, you suck. Hey, I like you. I love you. Appreciate it. You real cool. Thank you. You're the best. Keep it up. Bam. Hell yeah. You. And then the other one, he wouldn't do nothing with it. He wouldn't say nothing to it. He wouldn't do nothing to it. It's just a jar of rice and water. It's just rice water. It's just rice in a jar of water. And every single day he would do that. You suck. You're cool. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Done. It was pretty bad for the neglect. I mean, for the bad one where he was telling him it sucks. Pretty bad. Pretty good for the one he was telling all the good stuff to. It was bubbling and it was doing nice, good fermenting. And it was all nice and pretty and sweet notes and all kinds of goodness. Goody good goods. Just bubbling. Remember, you're a big old boiling blood cell. And the last one was straight ass. It was terrible, disgusting, gross. Throw it out now. It's, get it out of here. Looks gross, black, disgusting, gross. No love was given to it. Like I said, you just put it out on the counters. Didn't do nothing to it in the refrigerator. Didn't do nothing. Just left them there. Neglect. No circulation. No love. No appreciation. No real. You know, finding that, getting that, seeing that value within yourself. Oh my God. Moving, grooving, stretching, massaging, scratch. I don't care what you do, but putting hair pulling. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I do it all the time. Like even with my chin, this is a grateful thing. Cause sometimes even like I pull here, but for some reason, even this beard, it helps. To where like, cause it's different ways to pull it. Instead of gripping this, I need to pull just right there sometimes. Just right here sometimes. That was a crack right there. See, I can find a lot of tension here. A lot of tension here. Wonder why you got the laugh lines. Where the laugh lines come from? What do you think that is? Look at that. What do you think that is? Because look, watch. Tension. Just breaking it down. This is just right here. I'm just letting you know that I see it because I feel when things would loosen up, break, do different things, and oh snap, that was more of a pull this way. Let's pull that back up. hold that right there. But like I say, it's not me moving my shoulder. Sometimes it's just me moving in here. So it looks like I'm doing this, but I'm really lifting. But I'm lifting all of this. There's a crack right there. Lifting this side. Hopefully I can get one right here, but see, it won't do the same. So now I gotta find a different way to stretch, pull, hold, different tension. See, I went, instead of me doing like this, I turn over, and then I squeeze like that and pull, or push really, and boy, it's push and pull. It's a lot of, dude, it's so much. To actually, what I'm telling you isn't even like a 16th of what I'm doing, to be honest. It's like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to explain all of it because you can't see most of it. But if you know how to like get in the inside of the inside of the inside of the inside down to your spine, and then even in your spine, it'll make more sense to you if you got there. I don't know how else to explain that though. But that part of your spine is literally the part, like, you gotta think of how often you sit certain ways, sitting sideways. Boys in the day sitting sideways. Hey, boys in the day shooting. You gotta see, like, you know what I'm saying? Just you sit in certain, you know, you gotta just see it. I don't know how else to explain that shit. You know what I mean? Just so when you sitting all kinds of which ways, and you putting all this stress on yourself and all this weights on your back, and you working out all the time, and you don't, like I said, so I was saying too, is like, because like I said, I did it, but you know, but there's contraction and there's expansion. Contraction and expansion. Just like with abs, there's contraction. I don't really recommend crunches and shit like that. And expansion. But that's why I say, that, like with the Russians and them doing the twist and stuff like that, they realize something. You need to elongate yourself. This part right here, that swirl on the top of your head, that big old thing right there, is like it's like a ball. It's like your spine. And that's so you imagine that one little piece always in your spine, right? This one little inside all the way to the back is all the way down, compressed, never elongated, never given any space, right? I'm trying to make that make sense when I say space. You gotta imagine opening up in there. I don't know how else to explain that. Hopefully somebody doesn't, and this makes more sense. If more people talk about it, it'll, you know what I'm saying? But this shit is real. I wouldn't speak on it. But opening up that space to where you got it, because your spine is always compressed. It's always being compressed. Whether you're sitting is terrible for you. Even right now, I'm not even really sitting. I'm in actually like more of a squat. I'm not even really sitting. This is sitting. This is me sitting actually. I'm on my balls and my feet like this, actually. I got a little bit of support from the seat on my butt. But even now, I'm not even sitting. Sitting is not that good for you. And so your spine, so like I say with this, my spine always has a drop. That's why when I do even burps, even all this stuff, I gotta say it because it's true. You just gotta know how to like use it. I don't have to explain that, but you can even use your burps. You can use anything really. But my spine, I try now to like have my pelvic floor suspended as much as possible now. I see how important it is to never have it crunched. Even with this, I have no choice but to have my chest out more. If I would actually sit, watch the difference. If I would actually sit down. But since I'm sitting on the balls of my feet, I naturally have strength in my stomach, natural elongation, and natural curvature of the spine, because this is not really a natural thing. You're supposed to have a slight S. And so now I notice there's a divot in my lower ab. which is where most of the back tension is. You get me? But if I didn't go through this journey, I wouldn't notice this. To where, oh, right here. No wonder when I would do the app thing and do a lean back and see this part. That's all. No wonder it's wrapped so much this way. No wonder because I sleep like this all the time. No wonder that I only move with this thing this way. I only do this stuff. That's where all the muscles start to. It's kind of like, you see, like if you just let it, it'll keep doing it. If you let your skin, it'll just keep doing it. And so, not taking into account that it'll keep doing it, that's why your back is so compressed the way it is. You don't realize that these motions, patterns, and you don't ever get yourself out of and do something different, the opposite. You wonder why, like I said, I got all this sciatic pain. No wonder. I don't align myself. I don't make sure this is just as balanced as this side. Like I said, I even noticed like when I'm smoking, right? And let's say a car passes, because I'm not driving. But let's say a car passes me while I'm not driving, and the vibration catches. I'll watch the air, the wind from the other car and not mine. I'll see it like do like this thing where it'll go. And you'll watch the whole plume of smoke stay together. When it's a big one, when it's a big old plume, them long ones that look, but it stays. I'll watch it go right here and just shake like a motherfucker. And go, how much of that vibration is happening to me? Something that subtle that I'm not taking in when you kind of roll your window down a little bit and it's right? I mean, especially when you're on a highway or something like that. I question how much of that affects me. Because if I can take in that is affecting me as much as I'm watching this do this to the smoke and realizing if that thing is vibrating like that, that means this van is vibrating me like that. The wind is vibrating me like that too. I'm gonna feel the effects of it too. So if I can go that small and realize that affects me, how much does my sleep affect me? How much does when I run, I only run with this leg. When I lift, even though I'm full on locked in, I'm only lifting with this arm. I'm literally only doing it because when I really check in and only do it with this one, or I start to squeeze and I let go of this one, dude, this bitch is like this thing. I don't know, but the whole time, thinking it's the same, thinking I'm getting the same squeeze. I'm not squeezing the same by any means. Same goes with this whole side, my whole leg and everything. That is a misalignment. Now all of this tension is here. All of the movement and mobility is being placed on this side. That means all of the muscle and everything is on this side. Man, I don't open up my leg enough. I notice even when I squat. These are little things like this, dude. Even when I squat or do something like that, I don't open enough because it collapses in because it goes this way. Like I said, and now that I make this one, I'm starting to feel more confident at piecing together. Like, so when I do it, it makes sense of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? More sense of what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, dude, it's simple shit like that to where I may think I'm like this, but I'm really like this, and I realize I gotta get this like this, and then this like this, with my legs, and get that back together like that, what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, or my body actually, because like I say, your hips are everything. So if this leg is weak, and this leg has all the strength. How much of it has it turned? Or your hips maybe turn this way, but your stomach is actually this way, and then your chest is actually this way, and then this arm is this way, but this one, what I'm saying, is like, you get me, and you don't even realize how misaligned you really are. Oh, that was a good one. I can't not, dude. It's real, dude. I can't, I do. I'm telling the truth, bro. Like, it's real life. To where, what I'm saying, you really have to go through the motion to where it's not even like lifting anymore. It's because it's a squeeze more than anything. Time, attention, and squeeze is what really gets you where you want to go. Shorties, people used to shit on shorties. I'm all about shorties now. Like, I'm trying to find time, attention, and a solid pump. There's no reason to always find that's a whole nother ball game when you try to find elongation and like, you learn how to like move more of this in a push-up than this in a push-up. Like, you'll learn how to like a pull-up. They tell you how to, like, you got to do like this first and do all of that stuff first before you can get a full. Well, people don't do that with push-ups either. They don't realize how much mobility they have in their shoulders and in the scapulas and all that other stuff. So, like I said, so you have the compression. So I can stop with this one too. You have the compression of your spine. I realized that from the rooter to the tutor, from the base of your coccyx to the top of your occipital, but you know what I'm saying? That is like the reasons why you have that balding, because you don't massage it. It's compressed and condensed. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's unmoved. It's untouched. And no matter how much yoga, my point is, well, you think you're doing this thing, you think you're doing that thing, you're not doing nearly as much as you think you are. You're not doing enough as much as you think. I promise you that. Because I know I've done yoga for years and still go, what the fuck? I do weightlifting and all, and still go, what, man? What? Why this still weak? Why this still tense? Why this still hurts? Hey, when I do these stretches, when I try to do the pigeon pose, or I try to do this whatever pose or like that with my legs open with the book, I can't do. My hips are killing me. No matter how much I stretch, like, it seems like I just gotta stop working out altogether to even get, like, why is my body so tight? I stretch all the time. I do yoga constantly. Why? What is with this? I don't know. You don't know, yoga teacher. No, don't say that, because now my mind's messed up, because I thought that I was just out of the loop and everybody else knew and I didn't. Tell me what's wrong with me. And you can't tell me? Oh my God, now we got problems. Now I gotta know why you don't know. Now it's gonna be a whole lifelong journey figuring out, seeing how you don't know what you don't know. I need to know now. Why don't you know what you know? I thought you was a yoga master teacher. I'm not saying like that. I don't know the woman like that, but I'm just saying, what I'm saying? I'm in my head, I'm thinking you yoga master teacher person. It's the greatest of all time to do it. I'm thinking that's what it is. Tell me why my hip hurt. Why I can't. I've been doing pigeon forever and I still can't do it. It still hurts like a motherfucker. I ain't going nowhere. Or I do the one where I sit, Indian style, and I try to like lay down. I try to put my forehead to the ground and I can't. Why? My back I just be sitting here, bro. And even if I pull myself and make it, it's not like it. Like, why my back don't do? And her not have answers and shit like that. Now I see why. My spine being so compressed, my hips not being worked well enough in the middle, massaged well enough in the pelvic floor, squeezing, finding those muscles to squeeze on the inside. Yeah, those. All of that, but also getting it up into the pelvic floor, like I said, from the belly button down, essentially, I'll say. That's where all the weakness is. I realize no matter how strong up in here is, and I can flex real good and hard, you know what I'm saying? This is the issue, the way down there. all around that one muscle that gets overworked. You know what I'm saying? All around that one muscle. And actually, that one muscle is the one with the most tension. Now I gotta massage and release all that shit to get that right too, because it's too tight. Cutting off blood circulation, cutting off all kinds of circulations, if you will, bowels and whatever extra, with all the stuff, peeing and everything, like cutting it all off. I'm wondering why people got erectile dysfunctions. People can't pee like they want to. People can't do this like they want to. Like, dude, you don't touch around enough all them other areas. You don't get up in there. You don't breathe. You don't squeeze. You don't do nothing there. You don't massage and you don't push in the hip. You don't feel where the disc slip. You know what I'm saying? You don't check it. You don't check it. It's not, because it's like I said. I noticed that it's like we're real tough on the outside. You know, so everybody got the good bulging muscles and big and stuff. But it's funny though. Like, but if you lock up with me, you won't feel as strong. If we like do some wrestling or something like that, we just kind of play around and stuff like that, you won't feel as strong. It's a squeeze and structural type of thing. Not I threw up some weight like this and threw my shoulders out of place and didn't have any type of technique or anything like that, and I just got big because I just did whatever I did and just lift super heavy a bunch and just didn't care about the alignment of my body or anything like that. Yeah, okay, but don't question why you're still not strong when you put the weight down. Because a person like me, I can't lift weights like that. I can, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a different strength that I can't explain. But if you give me a person, it's just different. And they go, wow, I gotta do it. I just see how where you're not, you don't know where strength is. You have not learned and figured out where. You just go, looks like, just like the yoga people, looks like it. I'm gonna do that because it looked like it. Does it look like it? Looks like it. Looks like it. Not, I don't want to look like you, because even if it doesn't look right, it's exactly where I need to be. So this is now going to be a new pose or something. This is going to be a new way, because right now in this part of my journey, not where I need to do. I don't need to hold it like that. You say perfectly at a 90, you say perfectly on this part. Well, I need to hold it perfectly on my toe on the side like this, and hold my arm like that, and I need to breathe like this and do like that. And if I squeeze really hard this way, hopefully I can find something to get somewhere in my spine to move all of these muscles down, all the muscles down and into the hip. You get me? Way deeper than just do pose, good. Do runner pose, do mountain pose, do Hasamakama hot coffee, hot chocolate pose, you know what I'm saying? Caramel macchiato pose, you know what I'm saying? Just do it because I told you to. Like, it's just, but do you realize that whenever you move, it's to move your spine, to align it? Whenever you make a movement, whenever you do something, it's to, like, everything I told you, like when you see people do like the, you see them do it, it's like, but do you know why you're doing it? Yes, it's to, no, I'm saying like when I do it though, like I'm looking to find, stop right here. Okay, well, what is it? Well, you can't see it. Boom, let me. So I'm doing like this, right? Yeah, sometimes I can hold it. Sometimes I need to hold something, whatever the case may be, to do something. But because I was holding like, but I'll keep it just to. So like I do like this, right? And I'll feel for something, and like I said, I'll stop about right there, and wait and see. Squeeze, pull, do something with my stomach, find the line. See, in my shoulder, like I'll try to, like, you can hear the crack. I noticed that. And so instead of just me going, whoa, whoa, when I do like this and I'm going for it, I'm looking to find, boom. Okay, that wasn't it. Maybe I need to hold it. That was a little one. I don't know if you heard that, but it's a tiny one. So now I know. Because I need to do like this. Sometimes I need to force it. There's a little bit right here. Like, I'm just trying to explain how deep this goes on why I'm not just doing Tai Chi movements. I'm using Tai Chi, the movements that they use, and I'm saying that I didn't go to a seminar, a class, or nothing and I don't have to. I'm going to move how I feel is my body needs to move. It's going to tell me what to do after a certain point. I'm going to feel like, instead of me going, how do you, and for what, and how does that, and what does it work? I'm going to know, I need to do like this, to do this, to do this, to make this happen, to release this. And I do like, okay, that didn't work. Okay, that didn't work, to release it. Okay, I need to squeeze like that. I need to do like, okay. And then I go through with the breath and the dancing and all the stuff to find the issue. It's not just walking through the fucking... I'm squeezing my muscles in a certain way. I'm pinpointing certain muscles in a certain way at this time for this thing. And if I feel like I don't need to hold it anymore, I release it. So if I squeeze right here, I release it. If I squeeze right here, or if I squeeze right here, or just right here, or not like 2 layers behind this, or half of a fucking millimeter, 0.100.0, whatever, fucking tiny less than this way, that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and that's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain what I mean, but I'm just telling you that I'm able to see, use my breath, use my mental to push muscles certain ways or whichever way I need them to go. And then I use all of those things. Like Bruce Lee, I'm trying to explain it. This is real shit. I'm not fucking with you. This is real life. And I use all those things to release myself. I use that energy, the real stuff, like I said, in animes, whatever you want to use, to have that, again, imagination, to use it. So instead of me doing mindless movements, because somebody told me to do it, I know for a fact that down to the fucking smallest of the smalls, if I touch right here this certain way, here, see, I need to stay right here, this feels right. I'll sit here. I'll swallow. I'll find. And I just released it in my, if I were to say, I don't know, T12. L1. Something like that. A little bit to the right. Right? My elbow pointing. Boom. At that one spot, at the point that I'm looking for, my elbow, I can even slide and massage with my elbow on this part of, and so that trail of my elbow is going to go down and into the hip. I can even press. So when I swear to you, I do shit like this, and I wait, and I'm squeezing with my hands, not hard if I don't want to, but it's if I feel it's necessary. This is where it gets into, you can do this shit your damn self. You just gotta want to do it, just like I wanted to do it. I'm gonna massage the shit. I'm gonna think about it. Oh my god, I can move with my mind. Oh my god, I can do like this and do this and release this and move, massage that and do that. I don't want to have any dams. I want to have a full stream in this blood flow. I want to have full access through all of my body to where there's no dry. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, with massage therapists, they say, oh, it feels like a dry spot or something like that. Yeah, it's because there ain't no blood going through it. It's docile. You don't move it enough. You don't squeeze it enough. And not just the big muscles, but on the inside. Learning and how to, like I said, find the smallest of the smalls within the center. Your spine, the center. This shit is so real. I do this all the time, daily. You know what I'm saying? I've totally dedicated myself to doing this shit until I feel like there's nothing left for me to work on. And even then, there's going to be something for me to massage next. Like I said, I wonder if I'm going to ever get to my massaging specific organs and stuff after I gotten through all the pain parts. And there's no more pain. There's no more, you know what I'm saying, no more clicks, no more, this is pulling a little too much, so now I got this weird thing going on. No, I can break that up, massage that, and get that out of there. To where I'm completely, I can wake up, get up, go. Like I said with the last one, bro. Like, you're 30. Get out of here, dude. You just started life. Oh, 20 versus 30. Dude, get out of here, dude. You just started life. What? You just started life. I don't understand that. So yeah, I'll cap it off with this one. Just me just saying that this whole balding thing, I feel like is a lot of it just mainly neglect. Of course, it's habits, it's diet, and things like that, and whatever you choose to do with your life. But it's unawareness. It's lack of awareness. It's lack of attention and love, expression. Because I say you can emote in your stomach and shit like that. You smile like this and you move those muscles. You can smile like that and move those muscles. I do it all. I swear to you, I do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm showing you, but I'm literally, this is what I do. I find the thing to hold, to squeeze, and whatever I gotta do to make it happen. But like I said, that spine, I notice, is down to the rooter, dude. All of it's compressed, the way you sit, how you have weights, and you don't really, like I said, the elongation thing and expansion from here, expanding out, and then your spine elongating also, or going this way or that way. It doesn't, either way, I don't give a shit. You imagination, you come up with it, and it's probably right. It's a good chance you're right. Do it and be confident in it, and don't give in, man. Don't think that it's not what it is. When you do go through the not woolies and the breath, and you start going through those cycles of trying to like force or fight through certain things, you're probably on the right track, even if you don't feel like it's right. But you keep finding ways to like expand and breathe and do all that stuff, I guarantee you, it's all there. And that's what I'm trying to explain, because it's not really not woolly. It's not really, because like now they just explain the whole stomach thing and all that. I'm saying that I can think past things, you know what I'm saying? I can think myself into stuff in my body and things like that. I can pull and do things and release just by thinking about it. So I'll leave it on that. It's been near an hour. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on and say that. That's just, again, hopefully, so the next time when I actually start demonstrating this a little more, you know, like I said, the last one I made where I'm actually standing in front of the camera and all that shit, I do it. It just makes more sense that I'm saying that when you see me move, I'm not just moving. I'm like you know what I'm saying? I'm realigning, fixing. I know that if I do this, it's gonna get me where I need to go, because I put time and tension under my stomach too, and I'm putting time and tension everywhere. As an example, this is one to where I move all of it to get to my back. I'm turning myself within myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this outer layer, and then I can move within that layer still. And oh look, more movement I can do. Oh look, and down to my spine, and even in certain parts, and even down on my pelvic floor, and I can branch out and wave through my hip and all that stuff, and I can do my hip and breathe and squeeze. I'm just saying, man. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You good? I'm good. You good? I'm good. You good? We good.